An evangelist who tried replicating Jesus' miracle of walking on water has reportedly drowned off the western coast of Africa. Pastor Frank Cable, 35, told his congregation he could repeat the biblical miracle, and he attempted it from a beach in Gabon's capital of Libreville. He told his congregations he'd had a revelation that if he had enough faith, he could walk on water like Jesus. But little did he know that this would be the beginning of the journey of no return for him. He took his congregation to the beach, saying he would walk across the Como estuary, which takes 20 minutes by the boat. He walked into the water, step by step, chanting, praying, and reciting Bible verses. As he proceeded even deeper, he kept on shouting, "I have faith. I know you will pick me up to walk on this water." Gradually, he kept on going deeper and deeper. The water crossed his knees, over to his waist. Soon it passed over his head, and the pastor just kept on going, hoping he would be lifted up. But he never came back. After the incident, a researcher at Florida State University believes he has a natural explanation for the account of Jesus' miraculous walk on the surface of water. Professor of Oceanography 𝗪𝗏 Knopf and the co-authors of his study theorized that a rare combination of optimal water and atmospheric conditions resulted in a unique, localized freezing phenomenon called Springs ice. This horrible incident, together with the professor's response, clearly shows that both parties, the pastor that tried to walk on water and the so-called professor, know nothing about the Holy Bible and the Christian faith. Pastor Cable obviously was a very sincere man, but sincerity does not nullify ignorance. I do not use this term in a pejorative way. All of us are ignorant in some matters. It's just that sometimes one form of ignorance can have a greater consequence than others. In the first place, it should be noted that revelations from God do not occur the same way as it was in those days. When the Old Testament era came to an end in Malachi's day, 400 years passed with no revelations from God. This era frequently is described as the 4 silent centuries. With the coming of a new age, from the commencement of Jesus' ministry to the death of the Apostle John, there was another relatively brief period when supernatural revelation and signs were manifested. When the New Testament was completed and the apostles and other people possessing miraculous abilities died, no further signs were provided. Scripture is competent to furnish us completely for all spiritual activities. Had poor Mr. Cable known his Bible better, he would not have attempted his miracle feat. Had he possessed a moderate amount of common sense, he quickly would have discovered he could not walk on water before the sea finally took him. Eclipsing Cable's naivety is the theory of Professor Knopf as to how Jesus was able to walk on the Sea of Galilee. Presumably it was a rare condition wherein that body of water was seized by a unique freezing phenomenon that enabled Jesus to walk on top of the ice. A consideration of the following facts would have saved the professor and his colleagues some embarrassment. Facts that break the professor's ice theory. The incident of walking on the water occurred in April, for the Passover was near. As mentioned in John chapter 6, verse 4, there was green grass on the hills nearby, according to Mark chapter 6, verse 39. In April, at the Sea of Galilee, temperatures average from 53 to 67 degrees, and the sea is 695 feet below sea level. Fruits, vegetables, and grains are grown year-round in the region. There is no indication that the lake was frozen at any place. There was a significant wind and the waves were tumultuous, as noted in Matthew chapter 14 verse 24 and John chapter 6 verse 18. The boat obviously was not lodged in ice, for the disciples had rowed some 3 to 4 miles from shore, as stated in John chapter 6 verse 19. Peter was able to step out of the boat and walk on the water, not ice, toward the Lord. The apostle began to sink because of his fear, prompted by a lack of faith, as recorded in Matthew chapter 14 verses 30 to 31, not as a result of breaking through the ice. So you see, critics attack the Bible, contending that the miracles were myths, yet their rationalistic theories are more difficult to believe than genuine miracles. Most people say they don't believe in miracles, others say they can perform miracles, but the thing is, no matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you are a believer or not. Don't go about tempting God by trying to replicate the things that happened in the Bible, including entering the lion's den, walking on water, or jumping into a flame thinking you will be saved. Trust me, it won't end in praise, so please guys, stay safe out there. What do you guys think about this pastor? Was his action an act of faith or foolishness? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And please support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel for more shocking content like this. Thanks.